Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars' offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my...
Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on the target.
Dropping back, it's Lane. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out in...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Welsh.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
It's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up in great field position.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wants to throw. It's Lane. They're setting up the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Takes the handoff. It's Bray. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the lone running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know as a quarterback, he's your best receiver. He's one of the best in the country, but it's going to be hard to get completions thrown his way on third down into double coverage. On that one, you got to let your eyes take you somewhere else because someone else was probably open.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Dropping back, it's Lane. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we...
Oh, he's got some space. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. The Cougars have it with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now improvising. Trying to escape and get it. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Not enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Handoff from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. To the air, it's Lane. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, BYU! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off.
Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Quick release on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical. Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Hand off from the shotgun.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're backed up just a little. First and 10 from their own 19. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Lane. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Winston. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Looking for room at the 30. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Fires left. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Lane. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Camarda. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught, it's great. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space in the pass.
He's going to fire deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle, it's Camarda. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Offense working from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now, here's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Welch. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the...
He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad things going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time. But you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Bring in the heat. The throw. Grab hit the marker. It's Dobbs. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The sure hands, it's Sanders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Back to throw, it's Lane. Pucks it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields to punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Breaks away on the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk play. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. The play action fake. There's the pressure. A strike downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him. Throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Back to pass, it's Lane. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby. So
Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Rush is on him. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Lane. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
All right, so they fail in that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There he goes. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Ball spotted at the 29 here. They come on third and short. To throw, it's Lane. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
We reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll go to the counter play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Off the play fake on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try
turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He lets one fly deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Lane. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback.
Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. When you know you have a team outclassed,